thể quay về nên đành nhịp mấy máy bay về cuối phương trời. Nơi đây tình trường không ngăn có ấm áp yêu thương như nơi này, nơi anh vẫn chờ đợi em.
This should be approximately where you first encountered the girl. Of course, you cannot conclude whether the way. But I'd like to go over everything that happened again.
She wants us not to hear her.
And then what happened? It's possible, but I'm more interested in what happened, even if she isn't interested. I think she was just trying to scare you. Think about it. Besides, I believe there are only two. But if you had really been first, then you would probably be so.
Maybe she was trying to get us quick.
But this evident aside from the bent branches, if only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys! We heard you were out searching for clues, and we...
Actually, we just asked that lady either a nasty evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, but we still
which is why we want to get even more.
The Shinju Forest covers a large area, so welcome to the team.
Don't worry, we're very familiar with the area. Look what I found down by the river. Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap of black cloth?
This is it can effectively block out light and is used to control negative settings if there's a rough tear in the cloth. Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally when the shade cloth was removed from the tree. Perhaps she didn't care, or she was in too great a... I'm only speculating. Maybe she used it to create the atmosphere of the experience. Let's not worry about that. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Aotaki...
I asked the gang members were there encounter with a ghost.
Good. Let's go find out what's going on.
This is the place.
Let's start by taking a look around the area, just as we did before.
I found some sort of inside of it.
Judging from the burn marks left together, it appears...
There's some strange powder in it. I picked some up and sniffed it.
Similar skip. I believe we're closing in. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost. She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely... First, you were initially frightened by your first... Because you were already tense, that's when she pulled...
So, it was all just... She tricked us!
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of something unusual. That couldn't have been accomplished by just... She can only use stealth to scare people in the forest. If we rule out that I know who the woman is, no, you should go back and tell the others not to be afraid. The truth is surfaced. It's time to put an end.
Okay. If you want it, then
There shouldn't be any... Let's search along the cliffside. I'm not
I knew you would come fight me here.
This is the way we crash the party.
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
Nhưng em không ngờ em chỉ cần giờ xa anh biết thôi rồi anh đã yêu
Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
How did you know?
Your yokai will emerge from an object that assumes a human. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use the yokai, and if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will rise. Should I refer to you as a Pogorcha spirit or Tsukuno-gun?
Don't bother. You may call me Wonder Woman. That is the name I That's why. I'm sure the yokai they don't The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked for. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The people often say that we yokai are different from when the dream ends. All that is left, even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai, felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye.
Oh,
So, you mean...
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for but those 3 yokai came. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? To scare all the people away from here? Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy on the beach.
My power has become pretty weak now, and most of the time I just use some props I've collected to scare people. I can't show myself when there are a lot of people around, but that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from it. That's why I used my yokai power.
Ah, so that's what... By the way, how did you...
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already figured it out. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Goita? Oh,
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were... And if my theory is correct, this...
Excellent work. You figured it all out. Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test.
Miko? And the shrine maiden?
I apologize for causing you concern.
Well, what did you think? Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation...
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we have a win.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished. I'll see you two later.
Miko, did you choose the Hagoita for the 3rd round of the test of...
Miko! Lady Yae!
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have...
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and said, though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
When was that?
With your powers being so diminished, you must have been blaming yourself all this time.
At the time, I couldn't... After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, but after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself, Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So people meet, become friends. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel?
I felt happy.
But your rationality told you that it was wrong. It turns out that there is still another
What do you mean? The samurai and Kamai never met again.
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagi. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the 3rd generation heir of the 500 years ago. Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded...
Oh,
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and however, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on. There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
He told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, You're that fox lady. Who are you? Right. Alright, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the... I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai. That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever...
hooray for Ito!
Oh,
Can we really trust...
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato is gonna be there. Everyone's busy getting ready and the festival will be up and running.
You're the best, Ito!
sure to go have a look too. It has been some time since I've...
Paimon's gotta admit, it's a festival, delicious food. Count Paimon in!
Alright, I'll join.
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out!
Oh, no! I almost had it!
Oh, starting to get the hang of it, huh? Ito and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my...
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as just the other day I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yai published.
That's an unusual problem.
Huh? A big fish? How can it...
Huh? You?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing.
Huh, what a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be? Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Snap! Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Yo-yo Tsuri! Paimon see this game in some light novel. Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye. Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the trap...
but Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
This ramen is so good.
Yes, it feels like it's been...
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it...
Oh, it's you. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very often. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake...
Huh? Oh, please, no need to bring that up again.
I'm stuffed and feeling a little sleepy.
By the way, were there any... Yes, but... Well, it's a long story.
I can't believe you couldn't get a single one. Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Kozo.
He looked like he really wanted...
But Paimon would...
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Yay!
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the...
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to...
fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off?
All right, all right.
It's so hot.
Don't get too close. It's...
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious.
I was surprised that you didn't...
It would have been uninteresting. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared.
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic as soon as they sensed that they...
Yes.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival? Well then,
Yeah, it's great!
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more live because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends.
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to her alone?
What did you want to say to her?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Traveler, do you have a moment? All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me. Actually, I was delighted. I was a yokai derived from a pair of... I wanted to go to more festivals, but every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he said, then I would wonder if I became friends as a result. I was convinced that I couldn't I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I expected you to flee in terror. But when we met again, I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai. But instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left. And I didn't want to be alone. Thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to grab. At the time, I wished for us. However, you still came and found me. Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have... Okay. Listen carefully. I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.